Good morning, students. This is the chapter 2 of your Python for class 11. The chapter name is Python Fundamental. The Python is basically, as you know, in the first chapter it was a object oriented programming language. So today we are going to learn the basics of programming, how you will do the programming in Python programming language. We are talking about the version Python 3.0 that was released in the year 2008. Actually, this version is having backward incompatibilities, means it supports the other versions of Python which are earlier designed before this, and after then there are also it is compatible with the version 2.7. So we will talk about Python 3.0. So whenever we are going to start the programming, the first concept is here Python character set. Basically, whenever we will do the programming, we will use the characters. A set of valid character recognized by the Python uses the traditional ASCII character set. First of all, here we have to discuss the what is the meaning of ASCII. ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Basically, it is a standard code which is developed by the America. Whenever we are using any keyboard, whenever you will type from the keyboard, so what happens generally in this information interchange, suppose you will type capital A, the capital A code is 65. If you will type capital B, the code will be 66. So in this technique we have all the unique code, means all the proper code for every alphabet. Either you are typing special character, either you are typing any number, any digit, उसका भी एक ASCII वैल्यू होती है. वो वैल्यू सब ऑटोमेटिकली जनरेट होती है when you will press any key from the keyboard. So after this code, what will happen? It will convert into machine language. So it means whatever you are typing, it is stored in the form of machine language with the help of ASCII code, and it was developed by the America. Basically, ASCII code is a code which is supported by most of the languages. But if you are talking about the universal code that is called, like, it is also written Unicode character set. This is the second character set in which what happened, it supports the universal languages. What are the universal languages which comes across the countries, like Russian, Japanese, international languages, which is supported by the Unicode. So now we have, after the ASCII code, we have developed Unicode because it supports the international language. So ASCII, so now as you can see, Python support the latest version, that is your Unicode, in which everything is already comes, because ASCII character set is a subset of Unicode. Obviously first it was developed, after then Unicode you have developed. So ASCII is a part of basically Unicode character set. Now whatever you are typing, it comes under, like, number one, letters in the form of letters A to Z, capital or small, it can be anything. Then we have digit 0 to 9. Then we have a special character, special symbol available over the keyboard, that is called a special character. Then we have white spaces. White spaces, you can say blank spaces, tab key, new line, like enter key. Other character is called Unicode, means other symbols. You can go with the Unicode, other language symbols, it can come under this. So Python character set means a collection of the characters which you are using while writing a program. This help you to write a program basically. Then whenever we will do the programming, we will start with input and output. जब भी आप कभी प्रोग्राम बनाते हैं तो उसमें सबसे बड़ा रोल होता है इनपुट और आउटपुट का. First you will take the input from the keyboard, or you will fix the value. Like you want to do the calculation of two number, you will take A and B. Same like here we have taken here the variable var1 and var2. The role of the variable is that in like in the maths we are using variable to store the value. Same here we are taking var1, this is the name of variable, and var1, after then we are putting the value here. Computer science basically it's a subject name you are writing. Then in var2 we are writing the informatic practices. Then also we are writing, there is one error, let me rectify it, and I am going to explain you also. This informatic practices will come together, this will come together. So here as you can see, first we are writing here informatic practices. So according to that we can do the work here. So it will come in one line. After then we have written here, you can see first of all what is written, var1 your computer science is written, then var2 IP is written. After then the value which is already written here, it is in the form of, one second, let me correct it. So it should come in one line actually. So I'm going to write in one line. So first this, then I'm going to correct it. Now you can see I will write in short form informatic practices. So as I'm taking your combined class, and you can also understand now where one is taking here computer science, where two is taking here informatic practices. We are using here single inverted commas. Actually whenever we want to store the character value, always we require inverted commas. Either you can use single inverted commas or either you can use double inverted commas. And whenever you want to print the value, you will write here print, then the variable name you will write. And what is the role of and here? And is a message basically. In print statement, if you are using the inverted commas, it used for the messages here. And now after where1 and where2, you have written here like this. So this is the correction part now. Where1 will come first, then and message will come, then where2. Where2 means variable value will display here. What the output will come? Computer science and info practices. So definitely I have written here info dot. So it will come here info dot. You can also try the practical part here if you want to do. I will copy down it and I will paste in Pythoride. Let me open the Pythoride app here. When I will open the Pythoride app, as I can put here paste. Now you can see here. Here you can see the same thing I have copied down, the where1, where2 I have taken. Now it will do the next line. Now you have to erase this. Input output heading should not come here. Then we have written where1 computer science, where2 this informatic practices, then print we are using. Now in case of output, what will happen? As you can see, it is showing you that invalid character. Why it's coming invalid character? Because this inverted commas we have to change basically. So let us change it. This is the problem with the inverted commas. Single or double you can use, it's okay, but it should be in proper manner. So beginning is wrong. This is the region. I'm correcting it again. Informatic practices, as you can see now it's corrected one, and now you can see the output here. So output is coming here computer science and informatic practices. So in such way we can take the variable and we can print the value. Suppose if you want to take here the numeric value, you can do that. You can change the variable value here, like where one is storing here 20, so it can show you here 20, and you're going to run the program. Now you can see I have written var1 equal to 20. So now you can see the output, it is coming here 20 and informatic practices. So basically here we are learning how to take the input and how to display the output. Print function is used to display the output, and inputting we are fixing here the value. Now we have also another method to take the user input. Means at the time of running the program, you can input the value from the keyboard. So how you can do that? By default, if you are entering the value, it will take a character value by default. So we have to use your int function. Int function will convert your input in integer form. Otherwise it will be in the form of character. So here we will use the inverted commas, then we will enter the number. As you can see, I have written here int var1 int input, enter the number. So what does it means? It means that you are inputting here the number, like enter the number 12. So now the number which you are entered, it's a numeric value. So you can see it is coming 12 and informatic practices. So now in same case you can take another variable, like I'm taking here b इक्वल टू 20। सो इट्स योर चॉइस कि आप जब इनपुट लेते हैं आप वैल्यू भी फिक्स कर सकते हैं और आप यूज़र से इनपुट भी ले सकते हैं। तो नाउ इफ़ यू वांट टू डू द प्रिंटिंग हियर, सपोज in next line you are going to write here print, then in bracket a plus what you have written here, a var1 you have written here, let me check it, b var1 plus b. So I will write here var1 plus b, then I am going to close the bracket here. Now here I am going to teach you, you will input the value. So first of all, input function help you to input the value. Enter the number means you are entering the number, and this is the message. At the time of running the program, this message will come, enter the number, and int will help you to convert the integer value. After then, b is a fixed value, where 1 plus b, it will show you the addition of two number. So the number, like you have entered 13, so 13 already is there. Now it's coming 33. How is it coming 33? Because 20 plus 13, that 33 will come. 13 you have entered. Suppose I entered here 10, so now it will come 30 because b's value is 20. So 20 plus 10, 30 is coming. So now you understood what is the role of int function. Int will help you to convert the value. Suppose if you are not writing the int, what will happen? Let me tell you. It will not do the calculation now. It will not do any calculation. Now I am going to run the program. Again I am putting here the value like 10, b value is 20. Now you can see error is coming here because we cannot concatenate a str with the int. So it means we have to use here the int function. This is the role of input here. Okay, hope you understood this. Next we are going to start here. We have done right now how to take the input and output. Now we will start. Here you can see the next is here. We have done this part also. Okay. Now you can see the here raw input function they have written. Let me erase it. Yes, now it's clear. Yes class, now you are understanding how I have done input. Now here is also they have written here raw input function, but actually we will do the input function. Don't say this function, we will start with this. As you can see here, it is written a's int input, enter the a's. Then in the next line they have written c equal to a plus b. Here it will come, let me do the correction. Here what will come, c, it is going to come in the next line. So as you can see here, c equal to a's plus 2. When you are going to do this, so automatically error will come. C equal to h plus 2 means error will come because it is an integer value, so you cannot add plus 2 here. It will produce an error. But here if you have written age, input function always enter the this, but here you can see age अगर आप लिखते हो तो ये आपको ये एरर प्रोड्यूस नहीं करेगा बिकॉज आपने इंट लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे। तो इंट का मतलब है अगर आप ये इंट नहीं लिखेंगे तब ये एरर प्रोड्यूस करेगा। ये हैश जो आगे हैश ये लगा हुआ है इसका मतलब होता है कमेंट। Comment you are giving here. What is the role of comment? Whenever we are writing a program, comment will help you to understand the programming code. Like आपने एडिशन का प्रोग्राम किया है तो आप उसके आगे कमेंट मेंशन कर सकते हो। कमेंट कभी भी रन नहीं होते हैं प्रोग्राम में। It will help you just to understand the programming code. Now we are going to learn about the tokens. Token is the second topic of this chapter in case of Python fundamentals. So we will start with the token. Token is basically a smallest individual unit in a program that is called a token. जब हम कोई प्रोग्राम लिखते हैं उसके पार्ट्स को हम टोकन्स बोलते हैं। Now what are the parts of the program? You can see number 1 keyword, number 2 identifier, number 3 literals, 4 is the operator, 5 is punctuator, or you can say delimiter. We are talking about also comment. It will also come in this chapter, so we will do it further. Now we will talk about the keyword. What is the role of the keyword? Basically, keyword are the reserved word of the compiler, or you can say interpreter, which cannot be used as an identifier. Identifier, you can say, which identify your variable, which identify your function, which we will create in a program. Python प्रोग्राम में बहुत सारी चीज़ें क्रिएट करनी होगी, आगे जाके फंक्शन क्रिएट करना होगा, वेरिएबल आप अभी क्रिएट कर ही रहे हो. सो लाइक we are going to attach this concept with a variable name right now. Suppose you are creating a variable, so variable name is called the identifier. Okay, so whenever we are creating a variable name, a keyword cannot be a keyword cannot be a variable name, क्योंकि keyword are the reserved word of the compiler or interpreter. What is the role of compiler or interpreter? Both are the translator basically, which translate your program into machine language. In Python we are using interpreter because the program which you are writing, computer will not understand. Computer always understand machine language. So you have to convert Python program into machine language. That is done by the interpreter, and it works line by line, and compiler will compile the whole program once at a time, not line by line. We are using in C++ compiler, in Java both we are using compiler and interpreter, but in Python we are using only interpreter. So now again I am telling you, keyword are the reserved word which are already predefined, and their meaning is also predefined. So we cannot take these word whenever we are creating a variable. कोई भी variable name keyword नहीं होगा because वो पहले से predefined है. So now you can see here there is a list of the keyword and, as, break. Whenever we will do the next chapter, so this list will automatically come one by one. Like in the next chapter we will learn if here. As you know, print is used for printing the output. So now print function is also there. You can see in the third line at the right side, print function is there, so it is a keyword. So this keyword cannot be used a variable name. So these are the 37 list. We have to learn all this list. After then we will start now identifier after the keyword. Identifier, you can say the name of variable, the name of function, the name of class. I have told you right now. A Python identifier is a name which used to identify a variable or function or class or module or other object. These are very main topic, like what is function, what is class, what is module, and what is object. Actually these topics will come in next chapter. Right now we have to learn only about the variable, how to create a variable. Basically, whenever we are defining a variable, we have to follow some rules and regulation. Right now in the last time we have created the variable like var1, var2, a, B, C. In maths also, whenever we are creating a variable, we have some rules. So now what are the rules you have to follow? First of all, identifier means a variable name right now. So first rule is here, your variable name always start with A. ए मतलब अल्फ़ाबेट से आपका स्टार्ट होना चाहिए. कैपिटल और स्मॉल एनीवन कैन बी यूज्ड. इवन अंडरस्कोर से भी हो सकता है. आपका जो पहला लेटर होगा वेरिएबल का वो अल्फ़ाबेट होगा और अंडरस्कोर में भी पॉसिबल, बट डिजिट इज़ नॉट अलाउड. स्पेशल कैरेक्टर इज़ नॉट अलाउड. बिगनिंग में जो फर्स्ट लेटर होगा वेरिएबल का, इट ऑलवेज बी अ अल्फ़ाबेट और अंडरस्कोर. डिजिट और अदर कैरेक्टर्स जो हैं वो अदर डिजिट्स जो हैं इट में कम लेटर ऑन, मतलब सेकंड जो लेटर है वो आपका डिजिट हो सकती है. नाउ सेकंड आपका जो रूल है दैट इज़ व्हाट, इट डज नॉट अलाउ द स्पेशल कैरेक्टर. वी कैन नॉट यूज डॉलर, एट द रेट, क्वेश्चन मार्क व्हेन वी आर राइटिंग अ वेरिएबल नेम. Third is the main rule, identifier must not be a keyword. I have told you right now, like this was the keyword list. A keyword cannot be a variable name. Next, Python is a case sensitive programming language. So like roll number and roll number you have written, both are different identifier, means both are different variable name. Both are different. R capital है first में और यहाँ पे small है. It means Python is a case sensitive language. It means Python में जो प्रोग्राम है, अगर आप स्मॉल लेटर में लिखते हो और कहीं पे आपने कैपिटल में लिख दिया तो एरर विल कम. So we have to be very careful. The most of the coding we are writing in small letter. whatever we can write in capital letter, like a message in print function we can write in capital letter, there will be no problem. जब भी हम कोई प्रिंटिंग कराते हैं इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में आपने कुछ भी लिखा है वो कैपिटल या स्मॉल चलेगा, लेकिन प्रिंट फंक्शन को स्मॉल लेटर में लिखना है. So we have to be see this. Now here are example of some valid identifier and some invalid identifier. You can see here my book, this was the first one in which it is also valid because the first letter is alphabet. Second one is also correct because first letter is alphabet and no special character are here. Third is also correct because first letter is alphabet and then digit you are using. Now next date underscore 2 you are using, it is also correct. Now first letter will be the underscore, so underscore number, it is also correct. But if you are writing here dot, underscore number dot, it will be invalid. Now see the invalid. 2 are number. Your first letter cannot be a number, so first one is wrong. Then break. Break is a keyword. This is also wrong. Then my dot book. Dot is also here, special character, so it is also wrong. Then data hyphen cs. Underscore is allowed but hyphen is not allowed, so it is also invalid. So now we have learned how to create a variable name and what are the rules we have to follow. Also there are some other rules, but we have no need to do these rules, we have to leave it. Now we will start with the literals. The third one, literals are, you can say, a constant value, a value which you will assign to a variable, that is called a literal. Like you will assign numeric value, text value or other data that represent the value to be stored in a variable. Now here are the examples. First we will start with the string. We have done the example earlier. You want to store your name, so here is written name equal to Johnny, second f name equal to Johnny. So here are the example how to create a string variable. String means what? String means a group of character. Your name is a example of a string. Like then we are, suppose we are going to store the numeric value, numbers, integer number I'm talking. So integer number means no decimal part. So here you can see age equal to 22, it's a numeric value, integer value. Next, if you want to store the decimal value is called the float values, or you can say float literals. Then if you want to store blank value means no value in a variable, we have to use the none data type. None data type means name equal to none. It means name variable is blank variable. There is no value in name variable. Then here are some other example of literals. You can say escape sequence character. Escape sequence character are those character which help you to show the output in tabular format or in column manner. So in here only two you have to do. Which are the two ones? Slash n. Slash n is called line feed, means a new line character. And here is also other one, slash t. Slash t is called tabular format. Definitely we have to do the practical for both of two. So we will start the practical right now. Now you can see here we have the program which is already given here. Informatic practices var1 and var2. Whenever we are printing the value of var1 and var2, it is coming in new line, in the same line. But if you want to see the value of var2 in new line, so what you will do, जहाँ पे आपने and लिखा है, always you have to use the escape sequence character in inverted commas. So here you will write here slash n. Slash n का मतलब क्या होगा? Like if you will running this program, तो inverted commas के बाद जब आपने slash n लिखा है तो इससे आगे की जो output है वो next line में आएगी, यानी कि var2 next line में show करेगा. Now I am entering here the number and you can see what the result will come. Right now it's showing the error because int is not there. So what I will do, I will fix here the value so we can run the program. Here I am writing right now 45, you can see now. So slash n will help you to show the output in the next line. You can see now 45 and informatic practices जो है वो आपका next line में आ रहा है. Why it is coming in next line? Because you have written the slash n. Now we are going to do the slash t. स्लैश टी का मतलब होता है टेबुलर फॉर्मेट. जब आपको टेबुलर फॉर्मेट में प्रिंटिंग करानी है, कहने का मतलब है कि कॉलम्स में प्रिंटिंग करानी है. जैसे आपको अपना नेम, क्लास, एज और थोड़े गैप के बाद आपको ये प्रिंट करना है तो आपको स्लैश टी लगाना होगा. इसमें क्या होगा, 5 कैरेक्टर का गैप आएगा। नाउ ट्राई करते हैं, ये देखो 45 एंड के बाद आपका गैप आया है। ये क्यों आया है, बिकॉज आपने यहाँ पे मेंशन किया है गैप। अगर आप ये गैप नहीं चाह रहे और पहले की तरह वैल्यू चाह रहे तो आप इसको हटा दीजिए, देन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड द डिफरेंस हियर। अब आपने ये एंड नहीं लगाया है, नाउ यू कैन सी सेम उसी गैप पे आ रहा है ऑलरेडी, बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट ये वही गैप ले रहा है आपका, बिकॉज आपने एंड में गैप दिया हुआ है। तो हम पहले एंड वाला गैप हटाते हैं, फिर इसको समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। ऑलरेडी इसमें गैप दिया हुआ था तो ये इसी वजह से गैप के फॉर्म में आ रहा है। कॉमा कर दीजिए। तो ये एंड जो होगा, अब देखो ध्यान से, अब ये एक साथ आ रहा है, देखो एंड इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स। अब अगर अपने एंड के साथ स्लैश टी लगाया तो ये गैप के बाद आएगा, स्लैश टी। सॉरी, ये स्लैश टी का जो साइन होगा वो आपका इस तरह से होगा, बैकवर्ड स्लैश, here it should be slash t, then inverted commas we have to close here. Yes, now this is slash t. You can see the output. As you can see now there is a 5 character gap. Okay, so it is happening with the slash t. Slash t क्या करता है, आपको गैप प्रोवाइड करता है। जो आप देख रहे हो 45 और एंड के बीच में कम गैप है, एंड और इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स प्रैक्टिस के बीच में ज़्यादा गैप है। हमेशा आपको स्लैश और जो स्लैश टी है वो इन्वर्टेड कॉमास के अंदर ही यूज़ करनी है। Now we have done this, these two we have to try. Now the main topic is started, your operator chapter. This chapter is also this topic is also coming in the next chapter, data handling, but here we will discuss about the operator also, whatever is given, the basics of the operator. Okay, so operator can be defined as the symbols that can be used to perform the operation on operand. Operand का मतलब होता है data. As you can see the type of operator, the first one is your arithmetic operator, then relational operator, third is your assignment operator, fourth is your logical operator, bitwise, membership and identity operator. So we will discuss one by one. First of all, arithmetic operator. The role of the arithmetic operator is to do the arithmetic calculation like plus perform the addition, minus, subtraction, divide, division, asterisk, multiplication, percentage, modulus, that is called remainder operator. It returns the remainder. It returns basically the remainder, decimal remainder. Decimal means सॉरी, जो रिमाइंडर ऑपरेटर ये आपको रिमाइंडर देगा। जो फर्स्ट वाला डिवीज़न ऑपरेटर है ये आपको जो डिवीज़न देगा वो पॉइंट में देगा, लाइक 5 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 आंसर आएगा 2.5। लेकिन अगर आपने डबल डिवीज़न लगाए हैं तो ये आपको डेसिमल पॉइंट को डिस्कार्ड करके देगा, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड फ्लोर डिवीज़न। Now we can take the example also, we will try right now. Then we have power operator. The role of the power operator is to calculate the power. Here you will pass a number and the power, after then it will tell you the result. We can try here the practical also regarding that. It will be very simple practical. We can try here. First of all we will take the number and we will start this. So here you can take, if you want to store two value together, so you can write here a comma b, then after you will write here 12 comma 20. So it means two variable you are creating. Then directly you can write here print bracket a plus b, then next line definitely minus will come, multiply also you are aware. We will try it now the divided part. In divide I will directly writing here 5 divided by 2. Next I am writing here print a modulus b. Modulus b means remainder it will show you. So here I have to find the percentage sign, then I am going to write it. Then the next I am going to use here the integer division, sorry decimal division I have done. So integer division we are going to use double divided. Then I will write here b. I have done everything now. Then power print, like I am writing here 4 power 2. So now you can see here my example. I have taken here the number 12 comma 20. So I should change it. I will write here 20 comma 4. So now I have taken 20 comma 4. First a plus will become, then 5 divided by 2, 2.5 will become. फिर 20 को अगर आप 4 से डिवाइड करते तो रिमाइंडर आपका क्या आएगा यहाँ पे, इट विल कम हियर 0, रिमाइंडर विल बी 0. और a डिवाइडेड बाय b किया हुआ है आपने, 20 को आप 4 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो डेसिमल डिवीज़न में आएगा, तो ये पॉइंट में शो करेगा आपको 5.0. और 4 टू द पावर 2 कितना आएगा, 8 आएगा. नाउ यू कैन सी हियर 4 to the power 2 will be 16 होगा. 4 into 4 it will be 16. You can see here इंटीजर डिवीज़न जो आपका सिंगल डिवीज़न में किया तो 2.5 आ रहा है और रिमाइंडर आपका 0 आ रहा है. और जब आपने डबल डिवीज़न किया है तो आपको ये 5 शो कर रहा है. और 2.5 कब आ रहा है, जब आप 5 को 2 से डिवाइड कर रहे हो. आई होप इट इज़ क्लियर टू यू नो. ठीक है, दिस इज़ द वे हाउ टू यूज़ द ऑपरेटर हियर, अर्थमेटिक ऑपरेटर. Now we have relational operator. The role of the relational operator is that we can compare the value and we will get the result. Like you want to compare the two values, a value will be equal to b, then it will return the true, otherwise false. अगर a की value b के equal है तो true आएगा, नहीं तो false आएगा. Means here we are writing the condition, we are comparing it. कंपेयर करने के बाद जो रिजल्ट आएगा उसके अकॉर्डिंग ये आपको दिखाएगा. These topic will again come in the next chapter, data handling chapter. Okay, so there we will discuss it again. Then here a not equal to b means a जो है वो b के इक्वल नहीं होगा. a ग्रेटर देन b आप करेंगे तो a को आप b से कंपेयर करेंगे, अगर ग्रेटर है तो वैल्यू ट्रू होगी, नहीं तो फॉल्स होगी. ग्रेटर और इक्वल के लिए हम इसको लिखेंगे, a लेस देन b है तो ये आपको ट्रू दिखाएगा, नहीं तो फॉल्स आएगा. इक्वल भी है तो आपका ट्रू आएगा लेस देन और इक्वल टू के साइन में. देन वी हैव असाइनमेंट ऑपरेटर. इन केस ऑफ असाइनमेंट ऑपरेटर वी हैव टू असाइन द वैल्यू बेसिकली. एज यू कैन सी हियर वी हैव द लिस्ट ऑफ डिफरेंट असाइनमेंट ऑपरेटर.